I'm fuzzy. Hey Nancy, you're on a train. Where are you headed to? I hope you're feeling better than you were the last time you were here. All right, there we go. Now I'm less fuzzy. Fuzzy. All right. It's Wednesday weekly. It's time for the weekly Wednesday Warble, folks. And I'm Kyla Tilley. I've got 3 songs. I have 10 songs that I have managed in some way to justify as a harvest-like song. And I'm going to start going to Pasadena. That's so funny. I understand that you're going to Pasadena in California. We also have a Pasadena up here in Newfoundland. That's a nice little town. I've been to the grocery store. But I think there's probably a few differences between Pasadena, California and Pasadena, Newfoundland. All right. Pasadena is on the west coast of Newfoundland, which is a particularly beautiful place. I'll give it that. We're going to sing songs. I have a number of, let's see, I have 1, 2, I think I've got about half, I think we're about half and half originals and covers today. And I'm going to start with a song that kind of mentions reaping and sowing. So I felt that was perfect for the harvest. To start the show off today, and I'm going to do I'm going to do this I'm going to do this song about fall, which I feel like being fall has come out a lot, but of course the harvest up here happens in the fall. We've had our last farm, we get a community-supported agriculture. We get a CSA basket from a local farm, and for the year now. They've just had their last harvest, had their harvest. Concert on the train. Our trains here, the Via Rail hires musicians. I think they stopped during COVID. I'm not sure if they've got the musicians back on board yet. The air feels crisper. Stays longer, and the cold sets in deeper. Gray clouds, gray mist, green trees turn to yellow, red rust, orange leaves fall, brown branches against the sky. There's fall. Yeah, I wish you could get everyone to hear me too. Yeah, I have friends that regularly had the gig on the Via Rail train, and it was quite funny because they, of course, advertised this, and I was, they have their advertisements up in the train station about reasons to take the train places, and so one of their ads is like, there's music on the train, and it's not advertising a specific date or concert, it's just advertising the fact that you might see musicians on the train, and the ad they used was my friend, so it was kind of funny to be like, I was waiting in line for the train, and like the digital thing is going by, and then it's like, hey, wait a minute, I know those people. Okie dokie. What am I trying to do? Is the train nice? Is it a nice train? I like taking the train. We don't have trains in Newfoundland, but we have trains on the mainland, and I always like traveling by them. I'm going to do a Sting song now. Well, you'll remember me when the west wind moves upon the fields of barley. You'll forget the sight years have passed since those summer days among the fields of barley. See the children run as the sun goes down among the fields of gold. And you'll remember me when the west wind moves upon the fields of barley. And you can tell the sun in his jealous sky when we walked in fields of gold. When we walked in fields of gold. When we walked in fields of gold. Ah, there we go. Fields of gold. Oh, nice. I'm not sure. I'll have to check. I'll have to check to see if I got the email or not. I feel like I might have. All right. Oh yeah, we're gonna move next into that one. Obviously, it's about fields of barley. That's why. Yeah, I know. I know. Sting is so wonderful. I'm quite fond of that song as well. I'm gonna do one now. It's one of mine, and I've slipped it into the. This is one of the songs. Are we going? Oh yeah, we're going into a little section now. The next little section of the set list is definitely the reaping and sowing. Yes, you definitely want to get that link for the show on Friday on YouTube. Nancy, do you have a link there that you can share? I don't know if you can share in. You might not be able to share links in the chat there. But if you send it to me, I will make sure that Marlis gets it. Reaping and sowing. The harvest is all about reaping and sowing. So we're going to do three originals now, and they all have something to do with reaping what you sow, I think is the best way to put it. We'll start with the grimmest. exhausted, depleted, made void, reap and sow, drain and reap. Don't you know you need clean air to breathe, bipedal creature? Clean water to drink, rich soil to feed, bipedal creature. The brush and the bees, the bacteria all follow the order. I had a place for you as well, bipedal creature. If only I could make you see. If only I could have made you see. So there's bipedal creature. And I've got the wrong song written on my set list next. I wanted to do this number about reaping what you sow. So I'm just going to see if I still got this here in a sensible way. Yes, we do. I do. This is a yeah. Ooh. Yes, that would be very good. If you email that to me, Nancy, I'll make sure that Marlis gets it. Gather round, good people, and hear my story. Gather and listen to my tale of woe. If you pay attention and heed my warning, you're sure to save yourself from sorrow. So don't give your heart to a singer-songwriter. Don't give your heart to a lyrical soul. For if you give your heart to a dance between I'm responding to Nancy here because like Nancy, you're someone I know and someone whose music I like and someone who other people in the chats know and whose music they like, and you are doing this big awesome thing that we're all really interested in, and therefore I'm very happy to have you chat about that. If you were some random stranger that is coming in and being like, oh, check out my show, I would block you. In fact, I did that very thing on TikTok this morning. But there we go. And yes, that was on the set list because that's about what do songwriters harvest. And I'm gonna. And yeah, and like I like to talk about ham bones on the show, which I should talk about ham bones today because I'm hosting next Tuesday, ham bones open mic. All right. We're gonna kind of stay in the same key and sing about karma, the king of karma. Sewing tangent. I'm the king of karma. I keep track of all your deeds, tallied on my abacus, balancing the consequence. And I'm the cosmic voyeur, peeping on your ups and downs, keeping up my indices, meeting out as I see fit. But it is lonely up here, and there's no one to tell me when I've got it wrong. They gave me courtiers to bear the load, but none of them will question me, so I carry on, fearing one day it'll all come back on me. 'Cause I'm the king of karma. I keep track of all your deeds, tallying on my abacus, balancing the consequence. I'm the cosmic voyeur, peeping on your ups and downs, keeping up my indices, meeting out as I see fit. And it is boring up here, the only sound my nosy peerage gossiping. We have a job to do, a service to humanity, but I can't see why we care. Maybe one day it'll all come back on me. Very good, Marlis. Have a good afternoon. And I wonder what I did before. I have no memories of distant time or simple days. How did this become my lot? Is this a retribution for the life I led? How long will this go on? Is this eternity or merely the blink of some celestial eye? Can I find my way? Should I carry on? Hoping one day it'll all come back on me. I'm the king of karma. a King of Karma. And now I'm gonna move. I've got what if I got 2 covers and an original that I put on the set list in this order because their titles will segue into one another. So I'm going to start with a Neil Young song that, if you saw, I'm singing a set of songs about the harvest. You might have guessed that I would have chosen to do this one on the show today. Coolest change up on guitar was, thank you. So we moved from Harvest Moon to Under the Harvest Moon, which I think is also called Autumn Comes, but I've heard this song called both titles, so I was like, well, let's move from Harvest Moon into Under the Harvest Moon. And this is an old, I think this might actually be a German folk song. But anyway, it's an old song. August comes. Oh, good, good, good. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Autumn comes, the summer is past. Winter will come too soon. Stars will shine clear, skies seem never under the harvest moon. There's autumn comes, or under the harvest moon, and so we move from under the label. No, we move from we move from harvest moon into under the harvest moon, and then we're going to take the under and we're going to sing under the label, which is one of my songs. And oh, I thought I had. Oh, I did. Hang on. I was singing it earlier and was like, I don't know these lyrics as well as I thought I did, so I pulled them up and then I just closed them. I feel like harvest time, what do we do? What do we do on harvest time? We get a bunch of vegetables and we cook a big meal, and we have our friends over for supper. And hopefully having those friends over for supper goes significantly smoother in real life than it goes in this song. Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm very, very pleased to brighten your morning, Nancy. That's why I like doing these concerts early in the day. All right. We should have had a lovely time, a pleasant evening shared with friends around the table gathered for our meal. We set the places all so nicely, matching linens, place cards too. I was so looking forward to the night. But no, instead we're here in this cave. How did my dinner party become a party of adventurers? I was prepared to a mountain of dishes. Now I'm facing certain doom, and as I gaze upon the gaping maw of death, I ask, whatever possessed me to look under the label on the can of condensed milk? The recipe it promised turned out to be a spell, and the magic baking powder must have lived up to its name. We didn't open up the oven, we opened up a gate. By now the guests had all arrived, and in the kitchen did converge. The wine was set to breathing for our meal. The food was the food. It's the food. We're singing about food. It's harvest time, there's food. The food is all prepared, only one thing left to go. When the timer rang, I beamed, the dessert. But no, instead we're here in this cave. I planned a dinner party, and we're a party of adventurers. I was prepared to seek out the finest vintage. Now I seek some magic sword, and as I gaze upon the teeth that could be swords, I ask, whatever possessed me to look under the label on the can of condensed milk? The recipe it promised turned out to be a spell, and the magic baking powder must have lived up to its name. We didn't open up the oven, we opened up a gate. And they all look to me like I'm some chosen one to lead us through this maze and return us to our homes with only oven mitts, craft beer apron for armor. I fear that we are destined not to have but to be dinner, and I wish I'd read less novels and spent more time at the gym. And as I'm slipping down the gullet to my doom, I ask, whatever possessed me to look under the label on the can of condensed under the label. And so that brings us to the last song. We're going to do one more song, and we are going to do a cover. And this maybe isn't really about harvests, but it is about growing things. It's about choosing one way of life over another, and it's a John Prine song. But you harvest peaches, right? At some point. Up here in Canada, I think we really associate harvest time with fall and darkness, but there's plenty of places in the world where you can harvest things all year round. Including places where you grow peaches. There we go. Harvests that we can't imagine in Newfoundland. So thank you so much for joining me here today. That has been the weekly Wednesday Warble for this week. Next week, I think we'll still manage to fit it in. I'm going to be taking about 3 weeks off the weekly Warble, and I was like, if I have to take next week off, then it's a whole month, and I don't want to leave it for a whole month. So I am going to stream spooky songs next week, and then I am taking off for 3 weeks, but I'm planning to put up some 3-song pre-recorded concerts, just some slightly longer videos that I'll release on those same days, so it doesn't seem like a full 3 weeks between the time that we see each other. Anyway, it's been wonderful to have you here today. I'm so glad you're able to join, and perhaps I made your day a little brighter. So we'll be back next week with spooky songs, and then I'll see you live in November, but you'll see me in some form or another here on the show. So take care, everyone.